right, what we're driving today is something that stands in a pretty unique spot in the luxury SUV segment. It's the 2026 Cadillac XT5, a nameplate that's been around for a while, but this year's model has been refined, sharpened, and subtly reimagined to make a bigger impression in a fiercely competitive category. Now, Cadillac hasn't completely reinvented the XT5, but what they've done is evolve it where it matters. Think smarter tech, updated design language, and improved ride dynamics. Right off the bat, let's talk design. Cadillac is leaning hard into its modern, angular styling, and the 2026 XT5 carries that signature front fascia with vertical LED lighting that now flows more cohesively into the body. The grille is bolder, darker accents with a refined mesh pattern that feels premium without being overly aggressive. It still says Cadillac, but now with more confidence, more maturity. Around back, the rear tail lamps keep the vertical motif, and the sculpted rear bumper gives off a subtle performance cue. If you squint just a little, you can see elements borrowed from the Lyric F. And that's intentional. Cadillac wants the XT5 to sit visually alongside its future, not just its past. Dimensionally, it's roughly the same as the outgoing model. Still a midsize luxury crossover with that sweet spot footprint, easy to maneuver in the city, roomy enough for a family of 4 or 5. Ground clearance is decent, and though it's not designed for serious off-roading, it's capable enough for dirt roads, snow-packed suburbs, or mild trail use if needed. Under the hood, Cadillac gives you 2 powertrain options. The base is a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4, putting out 237 horsepower and around 258 pounds-feet of torque. That engine is punchy enough for daily commuting and casual highway cruising. But the real highlight is the available 3.6-liter V6, now slightly retuned for better efficiency and smoother delivery. It makes 310 horsepower and 271 pounds-feet of torque, and it's paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission that's been recalibrated for quicker shifts and better fuel optimization. Driving impressions? The XT5 with the V6 is legitimately enjoyable. It's not a corner carver, but it feels planted, confident, and smooth. Steering is light but precise. Cadillac's engineers have stiffened the chassis slightly this year and made tweaks to the suspension geometry, particularly in the rear. The result is less body roll in corners, more stability over uneven pavement, and a ride that walks the line between luxurious and engaging. The optional adaptive dampers part of the sport trim add an extra layer of customization, allowing you to toggle between touring comfort and tighter body control. Let's talk about the drive modes for a second. The XT5 comes with Tour, Sport, Snow, Ice, and a custom mode. In Tour, it softens everything: throttle response, steering, damping to give you that luxury glide. Sport firms things up, makes the throttle more responsive, and weights up the steering. It's not transforming the XT5 into a performance SUV, but it does sharpen things noticeably. Snow, Ice is calibrated for low traction surfaces and actually works well when the weather turns ugly. Interior: this is where Cadillac's made the biggest leaps in 2026. The cabin feels dramatically more upscale than before. You're greeted by a massive curved LED display, lifted straight from the Escalade and Lyric, spanning across the instrument cluster and central infotainment screen. It's vivid, high-res, and responsive. Thankfully, Cadillac hasn't ditched physical controls entirely. You still get tactile buttons for VAC and volume, a great decision, because the tactile feedback is something luxury buyers still appreciate. Material quality? Top-notch, especially in the upper trims. Real leather, real wood, aluminium accents all the touch points feel premium. Seat comfort is excellent. The front buckets are supportive with plenty of bolstering and adjustment. Ventilation, heating, and massage functions are available. Rear seat legroom is generous for the class, and Cadillac's made an effort to improve noise insulation. Acoustic laminated glass, more sound-deadening materials, and better door seals result in a quieter cabin nearly whisper level at highway speeds. Cargo space is respectable. You've got just over 30 cubic feet behind the second row, and folding those seats gives you a little over 63 cubic feet. That's competitive in this segment. The power liftgate is standard, and on the premium luxury and sport trims, it comes with hands-free operation. Tech and infotainment. Cadillac's using the same Google integrated system as in the Lyriq, and it's fantastic. You've got Google Assistant, Google Maps, and the Play Store built right in. That means native voice control, traffic-aware navigation, and over-the-air updates, just like in a smartphone. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are still here, both wireless. The system is intuitive, fast, and the learning curve is minimal. Now, safety and driver assistance. Cadillac Super Cruise is not available on the XT5 yet. That remains exclusive to the Lyriq and Escalade for now. But you do get a comprehensive suite of features: adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, automatic emergency braking, front pedestrian braking, the works. Night vision is still missing, which would have been a cool premium touch, but everything else is pretty much there. Fuel economy is improved slightly. The 2.0-liter turbo gets you around 24 miles per gallon combined, while the V6 hovers closer to 21-22 combined. Real-world numbers will depend on your driving habits, obviously, but those figures are in line with competitors like the Audi Q5, BMW X3, and Lexus RX. Let's talk trims and pricing. Cadillac offers the XT5 in three main trims: luxury, premium luxury, and sport. The base luxury trim comes well equipped, but it's the premium luxury that really balances value and features. If you want the V6 engine, you need to step up to premium luxury or sport. Sport trim adds the twin-clutch AWD system with torque vectoring, unique gloss black exterior trim, and upgraded brakes. It's the most dynamic version of the XT5 and the one enthusiasts might lean toward, though it's still not a performance SUV in the mold of an SQ5 or AMG GLC. Pricing starts around $46,000 for the base luxury trim, mid-$50,000 for premium luxury, and around $60,000 for the fully loaded sport. When optioned out, it can touch $65,000, but that's still slightly below what some European rivals charge for similar configurations. So who is the 2026 XT5 for? It's for the buyer who wants understated luxury, not the flashiest SUV in the parking lot, but one that feels refined, tech-forward, and comfortable. It's for someone who wants a Cadillac badge but isn't ready to make the leap to full F. Someone who values real buttons, a quiet cabin, and a smooth V6 without going all in on performance or off-road capabilities. What Cadillac has done here is smart. They haven't tried to make the XT5 something it isn't. It's not trying to chase BMW M or AMG, and it's not pretending to be an F, at least not yet. Instead, it refines what already worked. The updated styling gives it more presence. The upgraded tech brings it into the modern world. And the revised ride and handling make it feel more composed without sacrificing comfort. Could it use more power? Maybe. The V6 is smooth, but if you're used to turbocharged 6 cylinders from Germany, you might find it lacking that low-end torque punch. Could it be more exciting to drive? Sure, but again, that's not its mission. Cadillac knows this vehicle is going to appeal to professionals, empty nesters, maybe even retirees who want comfort, class, and capability without drama. That said, I would love to see a future plug-in hybrid version, something that bridges the gap between combustion and DEF. The platform could probably support it, and with GM's Ultium tech maturing quickly, a plug-in XT5 would be a natural evolution. Or, just imagine a full XT5 with dual motors, Super Cruise, and 300 miles of range. That's where this lineup could eventually go. But today, the 2026 XT5 is what it needs to be, a stylish, comfortable, competent luxury SUV that's easy to live with than some of its more complicated European rivals. It's a reminder that Cadillac is still very much in the game, still building vehicles that blend American comfort with modern luxury. No, it's not the flashiest SUV on their lot. But it's smart, it's well executed, and it's got just enough personality to stand out in a crowded field. So if you're cross-shopping the usual suspects, Q5, X3, RX, even the Genesis GV70, the XT5 deserves a serious look. Especially if you value design, simplicity, and a whisper quiet ride. That's it for the full breakdown of the 2026 Cadillac XT5. If you've driven one, or you're thinking about picking one up, drop your thoughts in the comments. Is this the right direction for Cadillac, or are you holding out for the next Gen F lineup? Either way, it's clear that the XT5 still has plenty of life left in it, and for buyers who value comfort, tech, and that classic Cadillac ride, it might just be the perfect fit.